One woman says it's so bad it kept her from inviting people to her home, an odor that travels miles into her Elgin neighborhood.
Neighbors say it's coming from a plant in Bastrop on FM 2336, not far from Highway 95, and those around it say it's been happening for years. And we discovered even though the state is very familiar with the issue, trying to stop the smell has been tricky. At the arbors at Dogwood Creek in Elgin, there's a lot to be aware of, including...
It smells like dead animal.
The smell.
It's gross.
Matthew Novelli says he loves to get out with his son Matthew Jr. on a nice day,
Alrighty.
but knows that at any moment he could catch a rancid whiff of what's wafting over.
Some days it's pretty strong, some days it's not so bad.
Novelli and other neighbors I spoke to believe the odor is coming from the Darling Ingredients or Darpro Solutions plant about 6 miles south in Bastrop. A spokesperson says the facility repurposes chicken slaughter byproducts into ingredients to be used for making animal feed and pet food, and also processes used cooking oil for diesel production. People at the arbors describe the smell as burning chicken feathers, or as one neighbor put it, just not normal. None of that slows Novelli down, who says he's not that bothered by the odor.
You smell a skunk for a minute and it sucks, and then you keep going and then it's past it. It's not blinding or anything like that. It's not overwhelming.
But over the years, others have been bothered enough to complain to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. According to TCEQ records, complaints about the odor go back at least 20 years. Since the beginning of 2020, the agency has logged 47 complaints from people in surrounding communities. All investigated, says the TCEQ, but none in that time period resulting in a violation. In a statement, a TCEQ spokesman explained the challenges for investigators, writing, quote, "Odors were not detected during many of the odor surveys. When the odors were detected, the agency's investigative reports state they were not at an intensity or frequency that would constitute a violation." No one from Darling Ingredients would speak to us on camera, but in a statement, a spokesperson wrote, "We have a comprehensive process, protocols, and environmental expectations that are part of our day-to-day operations." The spokesperson also wrote Darling Ingredients works with all the regulatory agencies to make sure the facility is in full compliance, and that it's invested more than $3 million in upgrades to eliminate odors, including a device that destroys odor compounds. Novelli thinks there may be no running away from the odor, and it could just be a fact of life in the neighborhood.
I grew up in Galveston, and then Texas City was there with the plants, and people deal with that. A TCEQ spokesperson says the last time Darling Ingredients was issued a violation relating to odor was in 2008. It was resolved with the installation of new equipment. Darling Ingredients employs nearly 80 people. This story started with a tip. If you have something you think we should investigate, use your smart device to scan the QR code on your screen and send us your tip.